In a world where one cereal rules over them all, one space cadet. I don't know where I was going with that. I just know that this is Chex Quest, high definition by Chex Mix. That's real. This is a real game. Fred Wheatney, Dr. O'Ryan, Shane, Knackle96, and Pretzl, Pretzel. I'm gonna play as Wheatney. The loading zone. Damn, this is.
Last week, a volcano exploded on planet Bazoik, launching particles of rock into space. One of these asteroids was captured and brought to our lands for testing.
We were investigating these globules as proof of snack life on other planets when we discovered that they actually contain eggs to an evil snack-eating creature from another dimension. When the eggs are exposed to nutritional substances, they hatch into what we call flamoids.
General Mills!
2 days ago, we lost contact with the people on Bazoik, including 5 members of the Chex Mix squadron. We can only assume the flamoids have taken over.
To make matters worse, we have found that conventional weapons seem to have no effect on these flamoids. However, by recalibrating the phase frequency of our Zorchers, we can send the flamoids back to their own dimension.
We need a volunteer to fly to the caverns of Bazoik and attempt to rescue the missing units there.
That's ridiculous. What soldier'd be fool enough to enter a cavern full of unstoppable flamoids from another dimension?
Yahoo!
Well, it all comes down to me. Again. Here goes nothing.
Planet Bazoik. Chex Quest! The biggest grin on my face while that was taking place. I'm like, there's no way. General Mills. That's too good. Chex Squad, you're finally here. We need you to clear out these flamoids. Oh.
Finally. Now, where are these flamoids?
Okay. All right, so I guess we're just going in. Oh, I have ammo. I should probably stop. Oh, what's going on?
All right, Wheatney, here we go.
Oh, let me out. So Chex Quest was so let me rewind. Back in the day, in my youth, I think was it Doom? Oh, look, it's me. You can tell it's me because I'm a giant Chex piece. So back in the day, there was a lot of I think it was for Doom, and I've played Doom on here. There was a lot of. Can I? Oh. Oh. Chex Mix, spiciest. Greetings, gossip friend. Your old pal Chet here. Unlike those other news sources with their fact-checking departments, I'm back from my basement to bring you the hottest rumors and speculation on Bazoik. Make mine honey ghosted. It seems that someone has a sweet tooth and sticky fingers. All of the honey is missing from the latest IFS supply shipment. I'm not pointing any fingers, but it seems like Officer Crumb landed a pretty sweet gig when he was assigned to the case. So yeah, back in the day when Doom was like the game, they made a lot of mods for it. Doom was like, you know, you're the Doom Slayer and you're in hell, and that was like the whole thing, right? You're like fighting demons and whatnot in like actual hell, like that's where the game takes place. And so there's like a bunch of mods that people made, like extra levels and like things to make it different. And then one of them was actually like General Mills, I think the story is that they commissioned someone, or maybe they did it themselves, because Doom was like huge, right? Like PC gaming, it was like the game. And they basically had someone reskin Doom so that instead of it being like, oh, you're the Doom Slayer in hell, it's like you're these like agents of Chex, and you're here to like save the world as these Chex things that you are, as the Chex Brigade or whatever. And yeah, that's what this is. This is a remake of that. Oh dang.
Is this a parking lot?
It doesn't look like a very high budget remake. But still, I mean, there's something so like goofy about how, and like charming about how heavily they were like, we know this is ridiculous, but we're gonna just do it. And I'm sure, like, I mean, I never played this as a kid, so I don't have any attachment to it in that sense. But, like, I can see how, like, if you're a kid, right, and it's like, oh, you can't play Doom because, you know, your parents are like, no, it's got blood and devils and you're going to hell. But then, like, you bought a box of Chex, and inside was a floppy disk or a CD for this. And you put it on and you're like, oh, cool, it's like a shooting game. Like, you would never know, like, oh, this is supposed to be Doom. You'd just be like, oh, it's a cool little game. So I don't know. I think it's a goofy way for them to do it, but it's brilliant marketing. Like, who didn't want some Chex Mix after playing this? Bazoik Mix, you were the undulating, semi-opaque green blob moving slowly through the mining caverns. I was the screaming, terrified breadstick in the hard hat and yellow safety vest running for cover. Our eyes locked briefly. Did I sense sparks? Call me. Chex list. It's definitely got a very funness to. What do I do? Where do I go? This way? Ooh. Zap. This one looks tougher because it's got legs. Wait. Oh, I don't have any more Zorch. I don't have the blue key. I picked something up, but I know when this came out, like I think it was limited run. They did like a full-on. Oh. They did like a full-on like collector's edition. I mean, I think it was a little much, seeing as how I mean, like what could they possibly do for this game, you know? It was very much like we're gonna use your nostalgia to get money out of you. Like, that's definitely what it was. Because even this, like, I bought this game for $2 on the Switch eShop, and they were charging like $80 for a collector's edition because it came with like a poster and like a box or something. Which is fine, you know, if you're about that life, go for it. But for me, I'm like, it seems very I don't know. Like, there was no need for all that for this game. Can I go in here? No. But I guess I can leave.
Blue key.
Ooh.
Must be a blue door somewhere.
Chex Mix. Oh my god. I like how even as a... Because I think originally this was like... it looked like Doom, so it was like pixel... Like 3D, but like pixelated 3D, if that makes any sense. Wait, get your ass over here. Oh, I'm out of juice. Uh-oh. I need more Zorch. Also, I love how everything is just called like... Just sounds. The Zognoids. The Bazoinks.
This one looks promising.
Is there music? I can't tell. But you know what I was gonna say, like this as how it looks right now, this reminds me of like what cutscenes look like back on like Windows 90, like Windows 98 games, right? When it's like, oh look, this is the... Where am I going? No, and it's like, oh, this is the cool cutscene where you can, you know, with all the good graphics. Like, this is what that looked like. But this is just, oh, I'm out of juice again. Eh. I don't know how hitting him with a spoon sends him to the nether realm, but... Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, God. I will say, this is... I don't know why I have this problem, and it started happening when I got older, but like it's giving me some kind of motion sickness. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Slimed! I was murdered. Options. Audio. Controls. Co-op. Damn it, I died. Caverns of Bazoik. Arboretum. Laboratory. Dude, I have to do that whole thing again?
Last week, a volcano exploded on planet Bazoik, launching particles.
Oh, it's the
of
same
rock
thing,
into
except now
space.
I'm the other guy.
One of these asteroids was
Oh, I don't speak. Oh, slime repellent is armor. No. Yeah. It's a lot less menacing when the robot does it. I mean, I don't really have... I mean, I already died once. It's going to be the same thing over again. Like I said, it's giving me... I have a bad... like... Not, I was going to say a bad habit, but I have I have issues with games that don't have a focus point, and I'm just kind of doing the first-person thing. This happened with Borderlands, too. I'm like, oh, this is cool. But like the fact that I'm not looking at a character, kind of like Splatoon, for example, like it just gives me a headache, and that's what this is doing for me right now. And so because of that, I'm gonna cut it short. I already died once. I'm just gonna go through the same motions, and I'm probably gonna die again because I ran out of Zorch. But yeah, this has been Chex Quest. I think it's funny that this exists. Not that Chex Quest exists, but that Chex Quest High Definition exists. And that it looks like this. I think that's my favorite part, is that it looks like the HD version looks like a Windows 98 game. Just with like upped res. But that's it. Short video. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than the Zorch. The Zorch is, let the Zorch be plentiful, and Zoinks, Scooby. All right.